Aloha, this is Kurt Nielsen with eMortgage Hawaii, and this is your mortgage market update for the Hawaiian Islands for Friday, July 20th. Again, we're issuing another rate alert. We've broken through the all-time low this afternoon, so interest rates continue their decline. We're going to talk about what's driving this and where the rates are. So as of this afternoon, we are at the lowest interest rates of all time in the history of the country. We have a 30-year fixed rate at 3.25 with only a fee of 0.625%. So this is the lowest ever. What's driving these rates? Again, it's just bad economic data, both in or here in the United States, China, and in Europe. We've had poor jobs report. Unemployment is still holding at 8.2%, and it's probably going to start rising if we don't start seeing more jobs created in this country. Last week we had 386,000 people signing up for unemployment. We need this number around 200,000 to 250 to start seeing unemployment come down, so we're way off the mark. Retail sales dropped 0.5%. And in the midst of this all, the Fed did approve a new $267 billion twist program where they're going to be selling short-term mortgage-backed securities and bonds and buying long-term. That'll drive long-term interest rates down even further. Leading indicators are down 0.3%. The euro continues its fall. It's at its lowest level in years. And basically this is no confidence vote in the recovery efforts of the European Union. So the United States just remains the best home on the block as investors are fleeing Europe and the euro and putting money into treasuries and mortgage-backed securities. Housing starts and building permits, that's a bright spot. They're on the rise. So home builders are just slightly optimistic about the the future of home sales going forward. So that's good news. And then here in Hawaii, we're certainly bucking the trends. Oahu real estate is up. The values are up 9% from March through May, year over year. In the outer islands, we're seeing month-to-month price increases. The inventory's down, and I think by the end of the summer, we're going to see year-over-year price increases on real estate on the outer islands, like we're seeing in Oahu right now. So Hawaii is looking good, and with these low interest rates, I expect the real estate market in Hawaii, especially with all the foreign buyers here, to continue to progress. So now this is a chart of mortgage-backed securities. As I've mentioned in the past, as the price goes up, interest rates go down. So for the past more than a year, 15 months or so, we've seen mortgage rates consistently drop. And again, today we closed at the all-time low. Never been this low, and I don't see any end in sight right now. If the news continues to get bad and the Feds continue to buy long-term securities and treasuries. So it's all good news for rates. Certainly, even if it flattened out for a while, I don't see interest rates going up anytime soon. But probably most likely will flatten out because, again, we are just at unprecedented lows. And you can see here the national trends in 30-year fixed mortgage rates over the last 6 months. Just a continuous decline. The national average is now at 3.59%, where we're offering the 30-year fixed at 3.25. And the real difference here is, just simply profit taking. We're staying very competitive and offering the best rates in the state of Hawaii. So, give us a call for rate quotes. Here's your price sheet for today. Conforming rates: the 30-year fixed at 3.25, 15-year fixed at 2 3/4, 7-year ARM at 2 3/4, and the 5-year ARM at 2 3/8. On jumbo loans, we've seen another drop in the 30-year fixed jumbo rate down to 3.75%. So you can get to a multi-million-dollar loan at 3.75% on a 30-year fixed. That's just fantastic. 15-year fixed at 3 1/8, and the 7 and the 5-year ARMs have dropped a little bit, but not as much as the fixed products. So my forecast for the summer, the remaining part of the summer and into the fall, is a 30-year fixed rate is going to stay low, certainly between 3.25 and 3 3/4. I expect the economy to continue to struggle. We might even flirt with recession nationwide if we can't see any progress in Washington D.C. in establishing the renewing the tax breaks that have been in place for quite some time. So Now, foreign buyers, they will continue to support the Hawaii housing market. And remember, we can lend to any foreign buyer, regardless of nationality, and we have the ability to translate documents from any language. So I think Operation Twist will continue to ensure low mortgage rates. I do see the outer islands seeing a year-over-year growth later this summer, probably in September. And again, with the historically low rates, your clients really need to step up and purchase property. Here's a little bit of information might be fun to share with your clients. The current housing prices are the same as they were in 2003. So 9 years, 10 years later, we're paying the same for housing as we did in 2003. However, the rates in 2003 averaged 5.875%. So a payment on a $400,000 loan in 2003 was $2,366.75. Today, that same loan, the payment would only be $1,740. That's about $626 less. So if you look at your buying power today because of these low interest rates, for the same payment that you were making in 2003, you could go out and get a loan for $544,000. That's nearly a 30% boost in purchasing power just because of interest rates, and you're getting the same amount of home that you were in 2003. So I think this is kind of fun. Share this with your clients. Homes have never been this affordable, never in the history of the country. So, and again, if you want my free mortgage calculator for your smartphone, this calculator goes onto your phone. It calculates mortgage payments in 3 simple steps, can pre-qualify your buyer, and it also downloads my mortgage rates every day, conforming and jumbo rates. So you can look right on your phone and see my rates. You never have to call me and ask. They're right there, and you can email those rates directly to your client. So to get the loan loan application to your smartphone, it's probably easier just go to your app store, search for loan apps, download the application, and then activate the software using my cell phone number, 808-896-6800, with no dashes. So have a good weekend, and if you have any questions, I'm around always over the weekend to answer questions or to take applications or give price quotes. Again, just call me on my cell phone. I'm available 7 days a week. Thank you.